Alright guys, running to my spot, but on the way I noticed a little cove. I saw a few mullet flickering. I just want to take a few quick casts. Let's see if we can get on the board early. Beautiful sunrise just starting to pop up. It's going to get hot, so we got to get it done quick. Alright, let's go. In this little cove, I just was flying by it and couldn't resist. Right here on the tip of this island. Got beautiful grass. There's got to be a few reds back in there feeding. There we go. What do we got here? Get off the point there. Little snook. There had to be something here. Looking for a red, but nice bycatch. Solid little snook hooked right in this. All right, first thing in the morning, beautiful snook. Right in this little quiet cove. I'll take it. Nice clear water. Sorry about the nose ring. There we go. That's a better fish. Oh, that's encouraging. Oh, he got scared once he found the boat. He got scared. Once he saw this boat, all of a sudden he just came alive. Alright, been a minute between fish 1 and 2 actually landed, but third fish, second one landed. Let's keep moving along here. 2! Went in there like a missile. Alright. Got here. Oh, thought I had a nice trout for a second there. Decent snook though. I'll take that. I will take that. There should be something right around that island. Hey, nice fish. Nice fish. Choked down that gold digger. Right when I said I was going to get into some fish, I found them. I feel really good about this drift here. This next half hour, I think, is going to be good. Beautiful. Let's get it back. See you, dude. All right, now the only question is, did he fray me up? It was borderline right on his lips. Yeah. Whoa, 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 fish there, right there. All right, power pole up, here we go. Come on, guys, I already pitched into this sand hole a few times, and now I'm seeing a nice fish just boogie out of it. Another one. There's got to be fish in here. 2 foot of water, beautiful grass, a few small but a few sand holes. Unbelievable bait. I mean, I'm seeing pinfish, mullet, whitebait. We got water coming in out of the Gulf, nice and cool. There's a fish, and it took a while. Got one as soon as I entered this flat, and I'm getting one at the end. And one big red that I saw in between. Well, finally got a trout. Finally got a little trout. Kind of wondering where they've been all day. Hold still. Oh, he just coughed up a big old pinfish. What do we got here? What do we got here? Oh, a little trout. Little trout swimming at the boat. I feel you drumming, grunting at me. Just ease across this flat till we get over to that mangrove shoreline, and we'll start fishing over there. Bait. Oh, look at this shark. Gotta get a good look at him too. Nice bull shark. Just cruising in here with all these mullet. Right here where I like to wade around this island. Another reason why I don't do so much wading in the summertime. All right, we're in deep water. 5, 6, 7 feet. Got some grass on the bottom. Let's see if we can get a trout. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, ladyfish. Ladyfish. Wasn't planning on doing any cut bait fishing, but maybe that's about to change. Nope. Didn't really want to anyway. If I'd have brought him on board, I'd have had to kill him. He'd have made a mess. So let's stick to the plan. Let's get this trout. What is this? It's a gar. It's a giant, absolute dinosaur long-nosed gar. I mean, that thing's pushing 4 feet. Man, honestly, I mean, I was thinking barracuda, the way he was just kind of gliding by there at a slow rate, but he had like spots on him, and I was like, is that the biggest gator trout to ever exist? And I knew better because it was just so huge. Man, hope you guys could see that. Whew. And then I could see its nose was kind of pointed. He was deep though. I couldn't really get a good look on him. But this time of year, once the fresh water starts to flow, which is not really flowing that much, but very occasionally you will see these big gar come pushing down the river. Lost. I don't know if they ever make it back alive. Oh, look at this little trout. Look at that. Came up, missed it. I just dropped it right back down and he hit it. Not a keeper though. I did actually let that bait settle down a little bit further into the water column before I brought it up, and he came with it, so. Oh, what do we got here? What do we got here? We got a decent trout. We got a keeper trout, or we got a ladyfish? Oh, we got, whoa, you take that. That's better than a trout. Heck yeah. Nice Spanish mackerel. got him. Sweet. I was just thinking to myself, I ain't seen a Spanish mackerel in a while. Heck yes, I will take that. And we will take that to the house. That's a nice little mackerel. Great eating fish right there. As long as you get them fresh and bloody. Look at that, man. Now we got a mess to clean up. Ain't seen a Spanish mackerel in a little minute. I will take it. Looking for a trout to eat. Instead, got a mackerel. Let me hurry up. These are schooling fish. See if we can get another one. Man, he's a bloody mess. All right, let's bleed him out. They're a little bit of a oily fish, so get any of that taste out we can. All right, well, let's go back and eat this mackerel. They're very good to eat. You got to cook them fresh though. You don't want to freeze them. Hey, if you're looking for a trout, I'll take that Spanish mackerel any day. Slow bite. Decided to go get a fish to eat, and I got one. So take a look at her here. They're really nice fish, very easy to clean, no scales. Delicious in multiple forms. Not sure what we'll do with them yet, but let's get it. All right, getting ready to fillet up that mackerel. But before I do, I'll grab a couple of these mangoes. I've had this tree forever, and finally it gave me some mangoes. About, that one's not quite right, 2 years ago. And then we had the hurricane, so I lost them all. That one's nice and soft. Here's another one. A couple more up there. And now see, they're just, the squirrels get up there, knock them down, and then the squirrels and the rabbits eat them. This is the worst of it. It's only been 1 or 2 a day, but now they're all of a sudden dropping like flies. Here you got them. Here you see quite a few of them, I mean. So anyway, more on this boat. I will have it ready soon. It's all done. All I need to do is detail it and get the trolling motor put on. Waiting for a trolling motor. Start using this baby. But anyway, let's get these mangoes sliced up. Have a little bit of extra. Have these mangoes with some of this mackerel. We're gonna pan fry them. So all I'm doing is just, we're gonna leave the skin on actually. So just kind of clean them up a little bit. Get some of this dinginess off of them. Since we're gonna be eating the skin, make it nice and crispy. Pan fry it, and we'll have a little mango for dessert. Favorite thing about these mackerels is how to clean them. It's cleaning them. They're super easy. They got like no scales. They got like these little micro scales. Be careful because they're so easy that you could go right through that backbone and then come out on the other side. Pretty fish though. Those little gold spots. These are the easiest to clean. However, the only tricky part is getting the skin off, which we're not going to do right now. Look at that perfect, beautiful fillet. I bled them out. There's really not much of a dark bloodline. They're just an oily fish, and oil's good for you in fish. So let's cut that belly fat out. Like I said, when you do go to skin them, it can get tricky and you can leave some skin behind, but you know, even if you do, the skin is edible on these little guys. So we're gonna keep that, take some of this little fin off the top. And don't freeze these. Eat them fresh, or just don't eat them at all. And so if you get into a school of these, which you can do, and you can catch 20 or 30 of these at once, don't take them all home. Just take enough that you're gonna eat that day, or like today's the next day. Keep them in the fridge, and that is it. Do not freeze them. They will be mush. They will not be good. But you know, if you're not a huge fish guy, you still like you know, the fish taste, then you just deep fry them with some ketchup or tartar sauce, and they will taste delicious, just as good as any other fish. A lot of fun though when these guys come into the harbor. Find a school of these, and they'll hit just about anything you throw at them. But if you do see a bunch, trolling with a spoon is the best way to load up on them. All right, well, there's our fillets. That's how you skin a mackerel. Here's how you skin a mango. We got one of these little, first you need a sharper knife. We got one of these little mango things, but mango cutting devices, but this is just as quick. If you don't know, these things got a giant pit in the middle. I got a neighbor who went by and was asking me, she had never heard of a mango. She's like, what are those on that tree? Do they taste like apples? I'm like, no, they're way better than apples. But, so if you don't know, they've got a big pit in the middle. Just slice the skin off. These are actually somehow connected to the poison ivy family. And so the skin has like a sap in it, and it can be irritating, so be careful if you're allergic, which my wife happens to be. She woke up yesterday after cutting up a bunch of these with a rash all over. Warm Florida mango, fresh. Let's fry this fish. All right, also you want to score the skin. It helps from it falling off, peeling off once it's all getting sticky in the pan. So just put a little X across it.
And it helps keep it crispy.
And it helps keep it crispy. I'm not really speaking from experience, I'm just speaking from the recipe I read online. Ladies and gentlemen, I am not a chef. All right, there we go, scored up, ready to go. All right, let's season these bad boys up. You could use a bunch of different seasonings, or you can just use one that's got it all in it. This is a paleo blend with all kinds of good stuff. Sea salt, garlic, onion, black pepper, oregano, bay leaf. Yeah, it's got a little bit of that Old Bay smell to it. I like it heavily seasoned. Not sure how well it'll stick on that skin side, but I'll tell you what, people act like these mackerel are not good eating. I mean, that looks like a nice piece of meat to me. I think you move them right away, right?
No.
Yeah, I think so.
No, you don't move them right away.
It's not a steak. That's how I saw deer meat for dinner do it. You gotta keep them moving.
I don't want.
Look how they start to shrink right away. Look at that.
Yeah.
This is one now. 6 minutes on one side, flip them, and then what?
4 minutes on the other side.
Let me show you. Show me your arm here. Look at this. That's what happens if you get mango sap on you and you're slightly allergic to it. I've been itching too, and not that bad though. So I'm gonna have to freeze some of these mangoes and dry them. Supposedly that doesn't hurt you if you do. But mainly it's just the skin. Look at that, perfect. She was right. Man, glad I caught that fish. Nice and crispy. You gonna eat any? Are you? No? You're dripping greasy, boiling hot oil on yourself. All right, looks done. Yep, nice and white. Add this to a little bit of leftover potatoes from a restaurant last night. Fresh mangoes, some cucumbers. I'll tell you what, we got a little bit of lime. If this was served at a restaurant, holy cow. I think it's so expensive for a decent meal. And some crushed macadamia. Wow. If I wasn't making this video, I would not be eating this right now for dinner.
Shut up.
All right, looks good.
What are you trying to say?
I'm just saying, it wouldn't look this nice, that's all. The presentation wouldn't be there. A little bit of skin. It's got some crunch to it, a little bit of crunch.
You want some fish?
I tell you what, it's just got a very mild fish taste, not bad at all. Just like that, you got a fresh Florida meal, mangoes and mackerel. All right guys, thanks for watching, we'll see you on the next one.